Welcome back to Ohio Country Today. And joining me once again is Devin Dye, the land guy from Dye Real Estate and Land Company, one of our fine sponsors on our TV show in Ohio Country Today, and of course our Radio Ag Network on iHeartMedia. Devin, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Devin, we have an incredible event coming up, a great learning opportunity for our producers and landowners out there. But before we get to that event, let's talk a little bit about some of the changing landscape that's happening here, especially in the Buckeye State when it comes to land use.
Yeah. Our state is a little bit unique when compared to the other Corn Belt states located in the Midwest. We have seen throughout the I-states a little bit of a softening or maybe a stabilizing of farmland values throughout the I-states. In Ohio, though, it's been a little bit of a unique, it's just been unique from valuation standpoint and development and things that are going on in and around the Buckeye State. Ohio is the third largest state in the United States with regard to data center development.
Oh, wow.
Number one, I believe, is Texas, and number two is Virginia. Right? Ohio's
and of course,
three.
Ohio's not as big land as Texas is.
Right.
So, yeah.
To say that I fully understand why that is, I don't. I just think it has to do with the open land mass that exists in relation to the amount of humans that live in our state. Right.
Right.
So. All of that to say that it is just creating a little bit of a weird dynamic as far as valuations are concerned. We see buyers in the marketplace that aren't necessarily specifically ag-related, and there can be a lot of negativity around this, right? From the ag world, it creates a little bit of a difficult situation for farmers that are looking to buy and add to their farming operation because you have all of this money that's in the market, right? This isn't something that we can control. This is just something that I think it's very important that landowners are aware of this, and even prospective sellers and buyers are aware that the Ohio market is a little bit different than the other states that we see.
So let me ask you this. How is that any different than what we've had as far as economic or industrial development in utilizing farmland, or even windmills and solar energy? How is this any different?
I don't think it's different. I think it actually just adds a different dynamic to it, right? First of all, the money that is being invested in data centers, power sites to power those data centers,
right.
All of the money that's being invested in those specific areas are they're different because it's a lot more than what we've seen from either solar, wind, just specifically industrial.
Yeah, because of their needs as far as energy and water.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Okay.
Again, this is something that is just different than what we've seen in the past, and it adds a little bit of a different dynamic to our value and our marketplace for the land here in the Buckeye State.
Yeah, with that being said, there is a lot of changes that take place every year when it comes to the land here in the Buckeye State. And one of the things you do to help our producers and landowners out is to have a Land Expo. So let's talk about that date, and let's talk about the guest speakers and the other speakers, including yourself, that are going to be there helping to bring some knowledge and some updates to land use here in the Buckeye State.
Yeah, our primary customer is landowners specifically related to agriculture, right? We don't deal much in the data center and all that stuff, but our primary customer is someone who is actively looking to either sell or buy land in the agricultural industry. So what we've done here on Tuesday, July 28th, we put together a Land Expo. We do this every year. This year we moved it back in July because we wanted to focus on tax-related issues as far as owning farmland, selling farmland, buying farmland. We wanted to specifically focus on that. And we normally do our Land Expo in February. Well, I need someone who is versed in tax law. And when I talked to them about leaving the office in February and doing this, I got a bunch of no's, you can imagine.
I can imagine.
So we're doing it in July, but we have 3 topics. I am one of the speakers during the event. Our first speaker is Ryan Conklin. He is an attorney and with Wright and Moore, and he primarily will focus on transition planning, trust, things like that I feel like families need to hear and they need to be aware of. This just helps solidify your investment, your assets moving into the next generation. Again, this is free of charge, completely free to anyone who would like to register and come to this event. I think it's important that we allow the public access to this so that they can make the right decisions. Our second event is actually myself. I will be speaking during the lunch portion of our event just on the state of the farm economy with regard to land values and what's going on in and around the Buckeye State and how that can impact you directly. And then our third speaker is something that's a little bit new, and I'm super excited about this. This is the tax portion of this. His name is Dave Stamp, and he's with Boa Safra. Mm-hmm. And they're based out of Florida, but what they do is they help you as the landowner maximize a tax deduction and build up nutrients on your farm. And this can date back as far as, I believe, 5 years, right?
Wow.
If you've owned the farm. And I think it's something that we as landowners have not explored fully or taken advantage of. And we always write off tile, right? Big thing is let's tax deduct tile.
Yeah.
The amount of money that farmers and landowners are spending on nutrients and not taking advantage of that from a tax deduction standpoint is a little bit shocking.
Are we talking carbon credits here? Is that
No, we're talking.
So what's the difference between carbon credits and what you're talking about?
So this is a specific Section 179 tax deduction, right?
Okay.
And they know this, right? To buy a tractor, you can Section 179, please contact your accountant for all this. However, you can do
Good
tax
disclaimer.
deduction. And this is fertilizer, just build up soil nutrients that you can look back if you've purchased a farm and have a soil sample done. Well, I'm going to leave it at this. Show up to the event and allow them to explain it to you completely, because it's something that I can promise the majority of landowners are not exercising right now.
Nice.
And it's a mistake, and I think it's something that you should be made aware of.
The Land Expo is very important because it not only gives you the opportunity to figure out what advantages you have, whether it's tax-wise or what to do with your land, but it gives you a little bit of knowledge for the next generation. We talk about that legacy, leaving the farm and communicating, with family members or people who would like to even purchase that land. It's important that, you have somebody who can help you and keep you informed. And again, on a yearly basis, it seems like this landscape changes all the time. So that's why you have this event on a yearly basis.
Right. So all of this started many years ago when I looked at our business as an investment. And if you have money with a financial advisor, you get an annual, quarterly, monthly statement, right? Here's what's going on with the value of your asset, whether it be a stock or whatever. However, families, landowners, they have this large investment in land, but they have no way to keep up to date on what's going on in the market and the value and how that's impacting their asset. So we do our quarterly newsletter that keeps landowners up to date on what's going on in the market and how they can value their asset. And we also do this annual expo to give them a more in-depth look into what's going on with the value of their asset. So if you have money in a stock portfolio, you get reports. If you own land, you're on your own. So we created a set of assets, being our newsletter and our expo, to allow landowners a look behind the curtain on what's going on in the market to directly impact the value of your land.
You talked about the differences between the Buckeye State and other states, but there's also a lot of differences when it comes to the different counties, the 88 counties here in the Buckeye State and land. So I'm sure this could definitely help those that are dealing with maybe a certain kind of soil or a certain kind of land use in their particular county because of all the diversity that we have here in Ohio.
Yeah. Location.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? It just, that transcends all forms of real estate.
Yeah.
Farmland is not excluded from that. And so I can put out sales results from a county in northern Ohio that are $10 to $14,000 an acre, and our friends in Mercer County call me and say, "What's wrong?" Right? It's a little different down there, right?
Just
if I put out sales results from Shelby, Mercer, Darke County, the people in northern Ohio say, "What's wrong?" Right? Why are they so high? It's very different in counties, from county to county, and it's really based on what's going on in those specific counties. Soil types do play a part in that, right? But it's more what's going on in and around those communities from both an economic development standpoint and an agricultural standpoint. So it's important, if you're interested in knowing what your farm is worth, don't take a blanket approach to that. You need a specific look at that farm, and what's going on in and around it can impact the value of your land.
The 2026 Devin Dye sponsored Land Expo will take place once again. Dates and times.
Yeah, it is at the Howard Johnson Inn and Hotel here on the east side of Lima, right off I-75. It's really easy to get to. It's on July 28th. It's a Tuesday from 10 to 2. We're going to get you in. We're going to have some donuts and some coffee in the morning. We're going to feed you lunch, all free of charge to you, and then we'll get you out of there by 2 o'clock unless you have a lot of questions and want to keep the speaker over. But I can promise you this is going to be very valuable information. It's free to you as the public. We do have limited seating, so if you are interested in coming, I would recommend that you register RSVP at info@dyerealestate.com. That's info@dyerealestate.com. You can also call the office at 419-516-4106.
Devin Dye has been our guest once again, the land guy from Dye Real Estate and Land Company. Devin, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Hope to see you there at the 2026 Land Expo. And for more information, as he mentioned, check him out on the web at dyerealestate.com. We'll be back with more in Ohio Country today, right after this.
You don't want to miss the 2026 Dye Real Estate Land Company Land Expo, Tuesday, July 28th at the Howard Johnson in Lima, Ohio. It's designed for landowners, farmers, investors, and industry professionals looking to stay ahead in today's evolving agricultural landscape. This year's event brings together industry experts to cover key topics impacting farmland ownership, investment, and long-term planning. It's the Dye Real Estate 2026 Land Expo. Register today by going to dyerealestate.com. That's dyerealestate.com. Allen Davis Insurance Agency, your solutions provider in Wapakoneta, Lima, and Minster. Allen is a business owner and an active farmer. Trust Allen Davis Insurance Agency for auto, home, life, commercial, and total farm protection. For more information, check us out on the web at allendavisinsurance.com. When your day demands versatility, you need a tractor that can keep up. Case IH Utility and the Vestrum Series tractors are built to handle a wide range of jobs around the farm, from loader work to field tasks and everything in between. Right now at Apple Farm Service, take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months or get low-rate special financing. Stop in today or visit applefarmservice.com/Case IH. Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. The SureTrack heavy-duty low-profile dump trailer is engineered for professionals who demand the highest level of strength, versatility, and efficiency. And Rodock Leasing Sales and Service is your place for your next SureTrack dump trailer. Available in multiple configurations, tailored to fit your specific needs, and built for heavy-duty tasks. This trailer delivers top-tier performance, helping you get the job done right every time. Call Rodock Leasing Sales and Service today, your source for SureTrack dump trailers. Learn more at rodock.com.
Hi everybody, I'm Tony Raymond. I'm with Rodock Leasing and Sales. We have stores in Delphus, St. Mary's, and Dayton. Some of you guys might have known, but in September of 25, we decided to take on the whole Wilson line. Wilson's been in the trailer business for well over 100 years. We've represented the Wilson livestock trailers and the gooseneck side for several years, but we took on not only the goosenecks, but the hopper trailers, the cattle pots, the belt trailers, and Wilson's flatbeds also. So we're very excited about representing Wilson trailers throughout our territory. They're a tremendous company to work with. They make a very high quality trailer. Most of you guys see Wilson's all over the place. They're one of the premier trailers in the industry. What we really love about Wilson is, number one, the company itself. It's a fifth generation family company, so they're very responsive as far as making sure that the customer's taken care of, and also the dealers. The other thing is that Wilson, they make a very, very high quality piece of equipment, plus they have so many different options available to us. So we can custom build a trailer almost any way you need it, as far as length, height, width, how much it will carry, whatever the customer wants. They have so many engineers in the factory that they can specially design that trailer specific for your needs.
Hey everybody, it's Abby with Rodock Leasing Sales and Service. I'm at our St. Mary's location today to go over our Wilson hopper lineup with you. I've got a beautiful 40, 96, 73 here behind me, and wanted to let you know you can get the straight ends or the slanted ends. The straight ends are going to be your pace setter, slanted are going to be your commander. This trailer has 2 rows of 9 lights, which is a little extra. The top rail, just so you know, is now a slanted top rail, so the grain's going to fall into the trailer when you're using the auger there. We're using a Sherco power tarp. This is a Sherco 4500. I can get that rolling for you here. It has a nice remote, easy as pushing a button. This trailer has our ag hoppers, which are super popular on the farm if you got swingaways. You need the ground clearance getting in and out of the fields. Wilson's kind of known for their strap roller system, so we'll get a close-up of that. 2027 models did start standard here with these galvanized legs under the aluminum landing gear.
Of course, they've had the Yost aluminum legs, but if you see on the bottom, the legs are now galvanized, which again, longevity, trying to keep the equipment working just as long as it can without any kind of problems. So behind me I have it's a 2027 Wilson hopper. This trailer is a 40-foot long, 96 inches wide, 67 inches tall. They offer different heights. Our 2 most popular on the farm side is the 67 and the 73. Some guys like that 73 because they can load it on the road a little bit faster. They don't have to top it off to get a good load on it. So they don't have, you can just, with a grain cart, you can load it a lot quicker. This trailer is running the steel subframe and the steel coupler in the back. You can also go aluminum. Saves you quite a bit of weight on the coupler and on the subframe in the back. One great thing about the Wilson coupler versus some of their competitors, if you get underneath this coupler, you can see it's very wide open. So it's a lot easier to clean and keep free from debris and to maintenance.
Okay, here we've got kind of the standard dump valve for our air ride trailers. Your gauge is going to be here with a nice little flip here. You can also get this option on the front of the trailer if you like that better, or you can move it to different places, but this is the standard setup. If you don't like air ride, Wilson does offer spring ride suspension as well. We've got some Grody Micronova lights on this trailer. They do make round dot lights also if you like the bullet style. We can get the box lights, the turtleback Grodys. Also we can get truck light brand lights. You can do basically as many lights as you want on the side. This one's 2 rows of 9. You can space them high, middle, low, wherever you want to put them.
We can also put stainless steel on the front, stainless steel on the rear. Just dress it up however you want to make it look. So the hopper options, you can go with a higher hopper, which is what they call the ag hopper. You can go with a lower hopper, which is called a commodity hopper, and then they have one in between. They have different door styles. They have strap doors. They have a direct drive door, and then they have electric over hydraulic and electric doors available. One of the things that a lot of guys are using, they're dumping in pits at home, and those pits are in different widths. We can actually reverse the hoppers on these so they open up different ways. and also put the cranks on the other side if you want to. It just depends on what the customer wants. So we can kind of customize those hoppers so you might not have to move forward when you're dumping, depending on how your pits are set up.
One thing to go over with you here is there's going to be 3 different sizes of tubs you can get on our Wilson hopper. This is going to be our ag hopper, our highest clearance hopper. They do also offer a mid clearance, and then our standard low tub, which is going to be more of your commercial style trailer. You can opt for different size doors. This one also has strap openers, which is Wilson's kind of known for. Something kind of special on those, they do have a rubberized coating on them to kind of help prevent moisture from getting into those straps. We do have an electric option and an electric over hydraulic option on the doors, or also your roller rack and pinion gear style if you like that.
So this trailer here has a Surecoat 4500 HD tarp system on it, electric tarp. It's also running the Black Diamond Surecoat tarp system, which is a little tougher material. It's a 19 ounce, but they actually warranty it for twice as long as a standard tarp. You can also get the Sioux City electric tarp system, and or you can go straight manual. We don't do a whole lot of manual anymore, but we can still order them in with just a regular manual crank tarp on it. So one of the things that Wilson's kind of noted for is just how well they're built. One of the things that they do that other companies don't. First off, our main competitor. This is the size of the rivets they use on their side sheets. Here is the rivet they use on a Wilson. The other thing they do is they always make sure that this rivet is made out of the exact same material as the side sheet material is. And what that does is it causes a lot less chance of having corrosion at the rivet head. And so that's one of the things that they've experimented over the years, and they found that it really helps the corrosion aspect on the trailers. One of the things, if you're looking at other trailers and you're looking at a Wilson, one of the things you'll notice is Wilson uses a C-channel across down the side of the trailers, where a lot of the other trailers, it's an extruded piece of aluminum. This C-channel they found over the years is just a lot more sturdy than anything else in the industry. They can make them lighter and design in it, but when it comes right down to it, the C-channel, you're going to see less flex with that, less bowing, and so they've stuck with that C-channel design, and it's served them well for years and years. Underneath the C-channel, every so often there's a weep hole. In between these sheets, it's a double sheet from the inside of the trailer in the back, and you can get condensation in between those sheets. So they allow that condensation to drip out of there with those weep holes.
All right, for your stopping power, most trailers these days are going to have drum brakes, but disc brakes are gaining popularity. Wilson offers the standard Hendrickson, but Bendix are really popular. They're more interchangeable with your truck part stores, so that's kind of special. If you're doing a disc brake, there's a couple options that way. If you want to order a special order trailer, if we don't have exactly what you're looking for, get in touch with one of us, and we can design the trailer specific for your needs. We can still get trailers in July and August, and so we can still get something for you before harvest this coming season. Again, it's Abby from Road Dock Leasing Sales and Service. We've got 3 stores in Ohio to serve you: Delphus, St. Mary's, and Dayton. Check us out at www.rodock.com.
From generation to generation, farmers do their best to protect their land, livestock, and farm operations, but they can't do it alone. Salina Insurance Group has partnered with local ag professionals to do just that, offering the peace of mind needed to run a successful operation. Salina's products and coverages come from our first-hand experience and relationships with local agents. For total farm protection, come experience the Salina difference. Learn more at salinainsurance.com. Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs. Enjoy great news and even better deals at Apple Farm Service. Right now, get 0% financing for 48 months on all new Kuhn equipment. From Kuhn Knight spreaders to Kuhn Kraus tillage and everything in between, Kuhn has the tools you need to get the job done right. Built for performance and reliability, it's equipment you can count on. Stop by your local Apple Farm Service or learn more online at applefarmservice.com/Kuhn. Rodock Leasing Sales and Service is your place for Wilson Livestock Trailers. Wilson builds reliable, lightweight, and corrosion-resistant aluminum livestock trailers. Wilson is known for their attention to animal and operator safety, as well as the best in biosecurity. Wilson delivers your best value and your lowest cost of operation. Rodock is your home for Wilson Livestock Trailers. Call Rodock Leasing Sales and Service today. Learn more at rodock.com. You don't want to miss the 2026 Dye Real Estate Land Company Land Expo, Tuesday, July 28th at the Howard Johnson in Lima, Ohio. It's designed for landowners, farmers, investors, and industry professionals looking to stay ahead in today's evolving agricultural landscape. This year's event brings together industry experts to cover key topics impacting farmland ownership, investment, and long-term planning. It's the Dye Real Estate 2026 Land Expo. Register today by going to dyerealestate.com. That's dyerealestate.com. Your outdoor fun starts here at Dad's Toy Shop. See us today for all of your favorite remote control land, air, and watercraft, and so much more. Dad's Toy Shop in downtown Wapakoneta is your one-stop shop for all of your hobby needs.
Hey, that's going to do it for this week's edition of In Ohio Country Today. For more information about our TV show, our podcast, our YouTube channel, our iHeartMedia Ag Network, check us out on the web at inohiocountry.com. Have a good day, everybody.